Absolutely. So what do you think it now means, the new definition for men to lead with emotional courage? What do you think that means, Tim?
I think it's starts with awareness. You can't be courageous around emotion if you're not aware and able to describe what you're feeling to yourself. And so if you're in a leadership position and you don't have any empathy, you can't look at the people you're trying to lead and understand what they're experiencing, you really struggle to lead them well. And so if you don't have that emotional awareness to be courageous with, your leadership is going to be incredibly limited. Well, so it really kind of depends on the generation of men. The overarching theme is a lot of isolation. The loneliest men in America are 45-year-old divorcees. Young men are becoming more and more isolated as we move away from societal connection and service to an online economy where you keep getting smaller and smaller groups together. And so that isolation is probably the biggest impact for men. The next one is as women who've found their power and found their education, we're finding that all the ways that men were protected in the various work and education systems, we're really insulating them from the way that men learn. And so what we see is now we have schools where you're supposed to sit still. And I don't know if you've ever been around a 5-year-old boy, but they don't sit still so well.
No, they don't.
And so by removing the barriers to women, we're seeing the cracks and flaws in our education system. And we have not done a good job of addressing those. So all of the things that started Title IX to get women caught up to men in the university and education systems have now flipped. And so what we're seeing is a system that does not support men and boys, and this expectation of men and boys that it is an individual responsibility to do well in these areas. Every time we hear about how men are struggling, the systematic struggles that are there are most often unacknowledged. And it is simply the sole responsibility. The American story of, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, that a man is an island, is really impacting our way to help men and boys. And so the best thing that I see happen for men working on these things is to find those points of connection through that emotional vulnerability we were just talking about, by finding just a few people that see them, that support their values, and that help them find who they want to be.